plan. Everything's going according to plan. As we see an aggressive smoke lined up. I wonder if there's a move behind it. Crim's probably the most likely. Lull Thomas into another fight with Nikodos and a trick.
Good. Hop.
Channel switched.
Crossfire or wombo combo.
No ukáž, čekaj, klik. Čekaj, jde to vidět? Jo, jde to vidět, OBS, all good. Počkej, mi větší sound,
The first with the guns, but most importantly, they do it cleanly, and that's going to be feeling very nice in terms of that. Those worries you were pitching, maybe, potentially, given FNATIC's shortcomings on their defense against G2, but yeah, this round is a gift from Nikodos. Like, he has just set them up to close.
And the third time out here from Juve has been called, so they do have money for that buy, but do they want to try and prioritize Crucial's AWP? It could be dropped across to him if they feel it's necessary, but the way that move came in, it just seems so easy for FNATIC to retake top banana. There wasn't a rally of utility there to stall them out. It was just flash and everybody dead. They do prioritize the AWP, so putting a lot of faith here into Crucial's AWP. Everybody else will be able to get out into the AKs, and it is a full buy fit into the breach with a 4-round disadvantage. Keita looks pretty chill.
Yeah, he's going to plan. Everything's going according to plan. As we see
insane rational
move behind it. Crim's probably the most likely to be investigating. It's just for deeper nades.
Yeah, I think that smoke and then the porch molly that a lot of the teams are throwing right now is just the best way to stall out a default.
Ale ten dal jsem delay bomb. Face to asi rád nemůžu, jo?
Because of the extra buffer you've given yourself as a CT, and the short, like it's the molly that bounces off the skybox and lands on the balcony in the second window, also stops them scaling for up.
Face vitality playoff? Pokud nevyhrál ITB.
Oh, you get banana control.
Yeah, that extra player on B to help you.
To bude taky cool zápas od něho.
Responded in kind. Exchange of the Molotovs. Oh god, it's a Cypher special.
Ale jestli chcou vitality vyhrát, tak musí porazit všechny vydělky.
That smoke has faded. He's
Dávají gamble gáčku.
There's a continual jiggle.
No, má info z banánu.
Picked up the AWP from Nikodos' corpse here, so they might not be expecting it in play at all.
They don't have a Molotov to flush out Crims. Smoke. Not going to be cleared. Cypher dead. Oh, and Mezzi in support. Perfect. On the FNATIC lockdown. Oh, and Crucial. They've combined to make it around out of this.
Počkej, toho může být huge.
With a perfect timing there. Back to Crucial is dead, and Volt could be followed. It's all onto Roy. Elevated is Ralen, and a ninth secure. You can
jo, to jo, ale spíše, že se musí potkat hned, že jsem chtěl ať face, tak mají taky run. Good point. No, jako je to na hovno, když čtvrtfinále. To možná bude situace, kde čtvrtfinále bude větší jak finále. To je na hovno vždycky, jo.
Recognizes himself as a LAN player, and definitely not LANs of this caliber, right? This is the first time this kid, 20 years of age, is rocking up to an environment like this. But in terms of LAN player, we're talking about feeling it at the LAN, getting loud, riding that momentum.
Finále na Rivalu Space jakoby.
There's some people
Bylo
when
to
they're out of
insane,
their bedroom, when they're not playing Counter-Strike in their comfort environment, who just can't
Ale
do
it is what it is,
well.
It is what it is.
And there are some people who do better. And him, in terms of the fights that he's taking, he's not backing down, he's hitting some bangers, and he's just drawn one back again for Into the Breach with that opener.
You saw Nikodos' reaction.
Ale jako furt tam jsou týmy, co můžou zahrát úplně close do finále vitality.
So Cypher playing the advantages in front of him, and I do like that framing. I mean, in terms of players just coming alive when the pressure does rise, some consumed and some motivated by the change in environment. Look what it's done to FNATIC. This one should just be a walk in the park. Admittedly, there's armor, there's an MP9, there's Deagles and 5.7s, but there's a lost leader as Mezzi gone.
There's an apps push here, so Volt and Ralen have been struggling individually. This would be great for them if they can find a couple of kills that they know There's a player in the window room. They know for a
Oh,
fact.
shit.
Ooh, he knows
shit.
now as well. Tagged up. Volt under
Swing
pressure
you,
now.
swing you.
At least he got that info. A bullet did connect to Crims on that wallbang, that investigation.
Bejče skočil dolů.
And they're pushing for this. Fasher was flirting with it.
Pěkně ložilečko.
Volt doesn't need to move a muscle just yet. More damage dealt. Fasher spotted out, sent back into the apartment. And now FNATIC know the jig is up.
What's the... Oh, wallbang for Volt!
What? That is revolting!
Oh, the double!
From bedroom! And just off the sound cue, FNATIC lose 2 through the wall. He'll lose his head. Punished back by Nikodos, but they know where you are now. Crucial hit as well. Shoes knocked off by Nikodos' D. He could get another hit. That would have been a very impressive round.
Jsem rád, že nevidím killzer.
We found a banana skin, but Cypher's called Be Clear.
Yeah, well, it's a tasty banana right now. Just got to Zerg up, get a move on. Should be able to find that other dropped rifle here available for FNATIC. So Nikodos, once they realize that this will not be the play in towards A, they can go and scavenge away as he has done. But Volt right there, right, sure he didn't see them, but he heard them. They were noisy on their retreat from apartments, and they knew they were there also because of the wallbang. So as soon as he hears those steps, he just takes the Hail Mary. I was about to say FNATIC did a great job slowing him down, but check this out. You ain't getting away. Lined up, taken down, Fasher and Crims removed. And sure, this was a lighter buy round, but definitely one where it could have gone wrong towards the window and boiler room.
I mean, he's seen a lot. He's seen a lot over the years, I'm sure. Yeah, he's seen it all, but that might be one of the first times he's been punished for that particular movement. A forward half buy in the apartment, ruffled by that spray out of Volt.
Yeah, haven't had to say Volt's name too much, but this kid, I think he's only 21. He used to be on the FNATIC Rising team, which is the FNATIC Academy roster up until early this year, January 2023. That came to a part, and then he's found his way onto the Into the Breach team. So from an Academy roster into a British core, into success of the RMR straight in towards the Legend stage, and now 2 rounds away from tying things up against FNATIC on your map choice in a 2-2 game to qualify for the champion stage of the last CSGO major.
Kámo, kdy naposledy?
Somebody like Volt was 10 years of age when the first CSGO major was being played, which is Crims was there.
Yeah, no, and I think that's a perfect
jsem to chtěl. Jo, kdy naposledy vlastně na Major byl takhle jakože UK tým. Nebyli to náhodou London konspiraci? Back in the day, jakože hodně back in the day. Nebo tam byl ještě nějaký UK tým, o kterém nevím. Myslím si, že jo, ale not sure. Já si taky myslím, protože si nepamatuju žádný jiný UK tým, ty kokot. A to je actually cool, že jako aspoň na ten poslední major, ale nějaká ta UK reprezentace se tady dostala. Po takový době dlouhý.
Deep banana smoke now that it's subsided. You see this second wave for banana control util coming through. Thomas has a molly now. He can either go top banana, which he has.
Znáš nějaký italský tým? Není. On hrál nějaký italský tým.
Clearing this out, so you can see the 2 phases of taking banana, and it's now theirs. So step 1 done. Now they want to bait out any utility they can from this B defense. So just going through the motions here. Nice standard counter strike from Into the Breach.
Na vysoké úrovni, ne?
This is good.
Já neznám žádný vůbec ani nic. Actually, ani italského hráče neznám žádný, neviděl jsem nikdy.
For that finish, sure they've got a couple of smokes and mollies, but that will be their finish unless they go contact again. Now we've seen them pull it off before, but this is a 5v5 now. Now FNATIC are used to playing this type of
no, půl minuta, 2 smoky, 2 molotovy. Mají banán. Co je, ten nemají žádný info, tohle je preb jako kot. Tohle je doslova gamble úplně od FNATIC bez infa. Tady na Ačku musí být absolutní hrdinové teďka, ti dva. Fasher zabíjí jedno, ok. Huge killy. Huge killy.
A double from 2 different fronts, and they have to back away. There's no time to get that bomb down.
Huge.
Survival, integral, you die before the time. One or the other. She's looking for revenge on the wallbang. Looking for Volt. But they do get away, at least with the rifles. But FNATIC They are very happy with that, even in the absence of Mezzi. It's Basha and Crims
Já
who
taky
can
ne.
lock it down with 4,
Jen
charging
byl
towards them.
range 1, co byl výše, co se týče Ela, myslím, ale on umíral na něco, tuším. What the fuck?
Might want to make the most of those before we make it over towards PS2. That won't be a fixture, but that's a nice round to win, right? When you gamble incorrectly, which is essentially what Mezzi did there, and you're still able to win the round, that one is going to feel real good for the in-game leader, knowing that his boys Fasher and Crims can stand up when called upon. So here for Into the Breach, they can stop FNATIC from putting consecutive rounds on the CT side and make sure that they suffer the same fate. Gap in this smoke, and it's actually where Crucial is going to post up. So if they show a little bit of laggy, we'll take them down, but Mezzi and Trash, Crims on the long corner with the jiggle. And now back towards B here. Didn't like the taste of the A finish very much.
To už úplně to. To. Fakt to nech. Není vůbec šutná situace. Zatím čau čau šupa.
And you can see that Crims is in a position to quickly throw out a re-smoke. Waiting for the cue. Roy.
Kirms, ale to je taky brz ten Kirms za pič, to hraje 200 let už to CSK a furt tady pičo kompituje na nejvyšším levelu. Love to see it.
They're going through. Roy should have at least one here. Not cleared. Not cleared. Overlooked completely. Cypher and him are side by side.
What the fuck?
Will be caught. Nikodov will finish him off. Still no idea about Roy. Oh, look at this. Triple from Crims, but they were just choked out. You could see very few options in front of them. It was flames, bullets, and hellfire. And Into the Breach running out of options.
Finally something a little bit different here. Consecutive CT-sided rounds. And I'm not just talking from FNATIC. I'm talking in this game in its entirety.
Oh.
You can see nobody wanted to go for Into the Breach. They're understanding what was on the other side. The flames, well, it was the bullets that was their undoing. And the war cry from Fashion now getting the better. As Juve there in the background, you can see him calling that last time out. 4 from 4 used now. And they have no money. That loss bonus was only 1,900 coming into this. This is a real tough spot to be. 2k is your max. Right now you're talking Tech 9s and a couple of key pieces of utility and a pocket strat. For Thomas to call them out of a round like this feels hopeless. You either take a save, give them 15, buy next round, and just have AK. So you're almost conceding and having to play for overtime here if they do not buy. And as we see 5 seconds left of the freeze time, it looks like they have made that decision. So it will be no purchase here for Into the Breach. Just rallying with a P250. And this sucks. This is not the position you want to find yourself in here. FNATIC certainly will be getting to 15 first.
Yeah, that's why you heard those celebrations so loud. They knew what that round meant. Securing 14, feeling like 15 imminent as well.
I guess I can give you that fun fact now. I was talking about Crims, being at the first and the last CSGO major. Well, there's 5 names in that category, and all of them, well, actually, if Crims makes it, I won't get ahead of myself here. If Crims makes it, all 5 of those names are in attendance at this major, which is Carrigan, Katie, and Dupree and Apex were in attendance at the first major. So if Crims makes all 5 of them,
will be in the playoff.
Last. Damn. Yeah. Which would be crazy.
That's nice.
Carrigan only just survived against Na'Vi earlier today. Dupree and Apex with Vitality in the 3-0 and Katie in the same.
That's cool.
To je insane,
That
kámo.
is cool. Well, you weren't lying. It is a fun fact. Wasn't a mischaracterization.
Tak dlouho to hrál pič na tom levelu. Apex a tady ti KDM. KDM jako nehrál celou dobu na nejvyšším levelu. KDM měl hodně straglu. Nech to. Jsou to glocky, nech to.
No. Not just that. They
Mají
have
vypo.
They have the sight.
Nech to.
Oh my God,
Ne, opatrně.
A guarantee. We called it a guarantee, a certainty that this was 15.
No tak.
Crucial another. Nikodos's AWP used against them. And FNATIC, they lose it. It was supposed to be 15.
Co se jako stalo na tom Bčku? Co se jako stalo na tom Bčku, kámo?
That is ridiculous. That is actually ridiculous.
Oh, I got shivers.
You can't be dropping the ball on a round like that. You work so hard to get consecutive CT-sided rounds.
Disaster.
You have to all 5 staying alive. And then you lose to a P250 upgrade because this man right here on your screen missed 2 sitters. And then they got stuck. They blocked each other in the way into the side. Roy did what he could, tried to mop up the mess, tried to get a couple of kills, and a couple was all he could manage. But you give Crucial the AWP, he's going to punish you. He ain't missing these, and just overwhelmed the swarm This should never happen.
Disaster absolutní pro FNATIC.
Takes down Crims and he builds a whole round out of it. You can see what that's going to be feeling like. You just got to keep him. Yeah, look, Crims knows he's just got to keep that round out of the back of your head. Do not let that intrusive thought, that intrusive reminder, have control over how you handle and finish this game.
Over this mid smoke here, that was very premeditated in terms of it. You can see this little boost over here. The silence then fall. Noted.
Zajímavý boost.
Trying to find it over is crucial. He ain't afraid of anything.
Yeah, they're walking through as well. They're going to be starting to test that B side. They like the way that one felt.
Yeah, make him miss a couple more. Shots he might not
Ty
forget.
piče, tady hitnou B execute a skončili zase boy FNATIC. Ok, huge open. Strašně huge open, kámo. Tam kdyby nepadl ten open. A jde dosajdu mezi.
You need to stay. Mezzi arch side, Fasher towards pit, and it looked like into the breach we're going to swiftly
Tam se
make
podle mě Mezzi nemusel bát tak dlouho v té arche, protože měli mid celou dobu. Takže nebyl tam žádný close, který by ho stihl chytit podle mě. Good money, huge money. Čo tebe, jak je counterov teďka vole ti FNATIC? Jednou. Molly do ksichtu. Náboj do ksichtu. Úžasný kolo od FNATIC. No, ne úžasný úplně. Ten early round se mi nelíbil, jako by byli. Tam kdyby Nikodos nehytl ten shot, tak podle mě to může být ještě špatný. Ale potom co hitnul ten shot, tak perfektní kolo od FNATIC.
And that right there, going from the euphoric feeling of winning a full eco to now going back into the guns. The majority of the rounds that Into the Breach have won in this game feel like they have been with the lighter buys, the worst weaponry. Because remember, they won the second round of this half. The bunch of the rounds they won on their CT side, P250 rounds.
Yeah, and it's a bit of a recurring theme in Counter-Strike that sometimes when there is that nothing to lose, whether it's financially or otherwise, you do tend to find and ascend to a different level. Yeah, and frustrations, because just as you kind of feel like you've given yourself a way in, you get escorted back out.
That's one of the biggest issues, you know, as an in-game leader in modern Counter-Strike. Thomas is involved in a lot of these T-side exchanges early, right?
Nasty open.
Yeah, I like that.
Miluju tyhle si play na 15-11, miluje. No, ne na 15-11, takže když máš prostě, když jsi na 15, prostě a je to close, jo, a uděláš nějaký takovýhle play, I fucking love it.
Very cheeky. And now very limited options.
How's Volt going to work here with this AWP? He's been able to find himself an upgrade away from that Deagle. But we've seen Into the Breach have a hard time putting rounds together in the 5-on-5. This time with the number disadvantage. They do have map control of Banana, but they're not using it.
Safe way to get some answers over middle. Smoked off, but can still call it clear despite the util, so no cloak and dagger stuff here. No deception, at least not successful. I say that as actually Mezzi's considered mid-clear. It could be a bit of a miscom. They're popping apps.
Fashay's been great.
Good, and only the one this time. Typically, his frags come in pairs. And Thomas nearly losing his head.
Zajímavý, že nedostal full blind na tom balkóně. Podle mě špatně hozený flash, actually. No, asi nebyl úplně špatný, ale mohl být lepší.
A smoke, some flashes, defuse kits. FNATIC can get this done 16-11 right now. They just need to piece this together. Roy's going to go for a long rotation, a redeploy of the smoke over towards Moto Shoy. But Roy coming through the apps department. Will that even be considered here? Bomb halfway gone, taking their time.
To nepochopím. Royč má prostě rukavice a hraje s defaultním nožem, to nepovídám nikdy.
Going for it or saving?
A hodně se mi líbí, jak hodně se mi líbí, jak FNATIC teďka zahráli ten retake. Hodně se mi líbí, jak to zahráli. Proč na tom je to je disaster ten retake. Takže hodně good money game od FNATIC.
I've lost to rounds when they've had nothing. They take more risks. They do better when they have these lower guns. So now I've just taken that away and given it the only option. Maybe Thomas wants to pull out a strap from the Vega. squad strat book here. They've brought out a whole bunch of Mac 10s. Just charge up Banana, take the fight, run at that AWP.
Yeah.
You know how many times you can make him miss?
I did love the Thomas Mac 10 yesterday.
It might even be that. Everybody going TC. I think it's a B rush. I honestly think this is a B rush.
Rush B. No stop. Charging. Now Roy turns tail immediately.
Jeden. Miss. Ale jsou to ještě dva. GG. GG. Solidní kola od FNATIC, velice solidní. Až na to eko, co bylo absolutně jakože beyond my understanding, ale hodně good hra. Hodně good, hodně cool. Každý nějaký utility damage, nice. To má si IGL pro Into the Bridge? Jsem nevěděl. Počkej, jak to funguje teďka? Když tady zůstanu napojený. Já teď nevím, jak to funguje, kámo. Když tady zůstanu napojený, tak to změní mapu, nebo musím odpojit a pak zase napojit, až on je to. Nevím teďka, neví někdo? Please wait at least 2.5 minutes before the next map. Yeah? Ok, takže asi tady můžu zůstat v pohodě. All good. Zapnu aspoň hudbu, kámo, tady není ticho. Mám poslední kousek. Hodně nice Inferno od FNATIC, ty gunroundy. Ale nevím... Já nevím, jestli oni měli nějaký jakože read FNATIC na Into the Bridge, že jakoby hráli v trojce na Ačku furt a na Bčku prostě měli jenom vypo tady a typka tady v sideu. Jo, že jakoby neměli vůbec info odsaď a hráli tady prostě dva, jo. Jako já si myslím, že kdyby Into the Bridge naběhli tady na banan, takeli ho, že jo, rychle. Smokli CT, rozhodili pičo execute, mohli tady, jo. Flashe všecko a vyběhli by. A Nikonos by nedal nějaký kill do smoku nebo do flashe nebo něco. Tak víš co, je tady stakli za smokem. A týpek tady je sám v sideu, jo. A týpek jestli nedá highlight, tak... Že jo, minus vole, 4v4 možná, víš, na Bčku prostě retake a disaster. Takže, nevím, to se mi úplně nelíbilo, jako, imo. Od FNATIC, že tam stáli prostě takhle v sideu. Ale jinak ty, jakože mid-roundy a všecko bylo huge od FNATIC, hodně good. Jako, jediný důvod, proč Nikonos vždycky získal kill odsaď z toho CT je, protože někdo vyběhl early, jo. Prostě furt vybíhali než popnu ten smog na CT, jo, nebo vybíhali s flashem, někoho dal do flashe, jo. Kdyby prostě actually prostě rozhodili všechno, počkali na všechno až popne a pak běželi s flashma, tak jako si myslím, že velice jakože middle pro Into the Bridge. Jako. Nevím jak... Nevím jak dlouhý jako bývají ty pauzy mezi těma zápasama. Nevím, dopávám tady ten kousek. Dokousám ho a možná skočím na deathmatch, než jako se rozjede další zápas asi, nevím. No.
Initiation flash, and it's meant to essentially
To odpojilo, okej. Já piču, že nemůžu koukat na ten stream, ty vole, oficiálně aspoň. Nic, ale be right back. Musí to ruce umít dát ven. No. Nic, ale než to... Však než oni skočí do toho zápasu dalšího. Já si openu Twitch. Dám se to tady na druhý monitor, ať vím, kdy začne ten další zápas. A jak začne, tak skočíme na ten GoTV, ale zatím, než to začne ten zápas, tak hodí meč. Čau Simon. Čau. Jakože Into the Bridge dali hodně surprising run, a myslím, že tady je právě konec, že jako FNATIC zastaví na ty další mapy. To na mě štve. Já jsem jako chtěl vidět ten zápas celý na proti Face, ale bohužel mám moc degenerate sleeping schedule, takže to bylo moc brzo na mě. Ale viděl jsem konec Anubisu od 12:09, tak to bylo. A jako to bylo insane, nasty rách kokot, no. Ale myslím si, že Face si to zasloužili celkem jakože hodně. Deset 15 to měl na prep, vím, no. Viděl jsem to. Ale byla to hezká hra. Takzvaně good script.
Żeby ci rodzina pozdychała śmieciu walony.
Proč neříká se něco mluvit? Jen tak z ničeho nic? WTF? Ale jo. Na Vystejně už virální major, jo. Face taky virální major. Já chci, jak to virální někdo ještě nevyrál, a myslím si, že Vitality to můžou dokázat, že teďka jako mají hodně velkou šanci na to získat ten major. A ještě k tomu, že to víš co, ve Francii, kámo. Myslím si, že by bylo hodně hezky, kdyby to jako Vitality zvládli. Nebudu hát. Bere se nebečemu do voiceu? Aha. Co většinou stáváme to zmátlo. No, pickemky jsou hajzlům, takže to je smůla celkem. Ale já nevím, jestli furt můžu získat jakoby všechny suvenýry, ty vole, co můžu, ale myslím, že ne, ty vole. Tak snad bude aspoň ten playoff, ale mi vyjde, a mám aspoň 2 ty suvenýry.
Dominating.
Čekaj, no, já mám zapnutý, vypnout. Jsem měl v NVIDIA zapnutý klipy, ne? Tak to vypnu, možná mi to adne 5 FPS. To bylo na hlavě.
Dominating.
Kámo, ten Eagle je tak random někdy.
Dominating.
Vypadá, že to pomalu bude začínat, ale ještě to nezačalo asi. Co hrál za mapu vlastně? Nevíte někdo? Co hrál teďka za mapu? FNATIC a Into the Breach? Jsem zapomněl. Aj, už začínají, let's go. Počkej, hoď mě tam, vole. Musím dát znova tohle, že? Musím restartovat router, fakt jako. To je cringe úplně, cringe. Cringe. Ale hrál Overpass, což I like that maps. Někdo napsal něco, podívám se na message quickly. Ok, Pátoš hitli Bčko. Čekaj, musím získat ten command znova, ten playcast.
That's up to Crims and Mezzi. You can see our ops team keeping track of Rallen, who's once again up to his flanking. Good stuff. And the click of the mouse, good for it. 99 damage inflicted straight to the head of Rallen.
Nechci odz do piče. Tady to je playcast.
But he has to get through Thomas and Crucial first. The unlikely candidate and opponent for FNATIC, representing of course the UK. We've got a 3-man UK core.
Okay, ukáž. Dáme volme 0,07, hutneme hudbu.
And that will stay the case.
Ako
forever.
kažu,
So in history
cel
they
to
are,
sparzu.
but they can make even more if they're able to pick up a victory here and take us to the third of Vertigo.
Union Jack on both sides, of course. Mezzi making a splash for the UK scene ahead of Into the Breach's arrival. So the UK wins no matter what. I like the quote from Mezzi as well, saying, looking forward to playing Into the Breach. Feels like an old UK LAN. I'm sure he has played these players on multiple occasions, on multiple fronts. Multiple different things at stake. How about a spot in the
Pamiętaj, że Go Team ma o dość
Championship?
większy deal niż stream oficjalnie, takže uvidíme pistolky znova.
He's got a belt full of utility.
Takže ukáž.
Another smoke on top, and it seems like there's intentions off the
Pičo, kolik mám utility?
for this T pistol.
Yeah, just spreading out across the map here to make sure there's no real CT aggression, and CT aggression is going to be a big part of Rallen's gameplay here.
Druhý flash na short.
Flash at the ready for
Yes.
short.
If they need
it, exactly.
That's cool. Conditional util there. And Cypher, he's got a lot of
Mid-side
his
smoke.
A crouch clear straight into the dual Berettas. So a
Molly
dreamy
barely.
start for Cypher.
A flash je za
They are.
Monstra za
Green
slow.
Monster. Can
Hádám.
Cypher build any more out of that?
Smoke heaven late.
Really limits his
Aby si
options.
take
He can't
vodu.
quite get the crosshair in the right place, but Bob can. Does go looking for more and gets a face full of Glock from Mezzi. Can this 2v4, now 2v3, turn on its head? That's up to Crims and Mezzi. You can see our ops team keeping track of Rallen, who's once again up to its flanking. Good stuff. Oh, and a click of the mouse. Good for it. 99 damage inflicted straight to the head of Rallen. Call that one a goosh, but not a round. Crims.
Jako winnable, velice winnable.
But he has to get through Thomas
Situačka.
and Crucial first.
Nahitoval.
Thomas.
Já jen bezvestný Crims, to já piču. Jako chápu, co chtěli udělat. Smokli midside. Hodili flash tady, chtěli takenout tuhle area. A pak to hodil heaven late. A poletěl by flash druhý tady a takhle by s tím vodu, no. Ale nedostali se ani vole na side pomalu. Dostali hlavy.
Just before we got back from the break there, I said, you know, this is FNATIC's best map, they can do it, and you trumped me. You said if Gamer Legion can do it, so can Into the Breach, and yeah, fair enough, why not? That is a possibility here, and Into the Breach showed that they can put up a fight. The desk were talking about experience, and I think Jacob even mentioned that it just feels like there's a skill disparity in the server right now, which I think everybody on paper would agree with, but in the reality of it all, maybe Into the Breach can make a match of this, as FNATIC have brought in with a second round eco. It's just the Deagle.
Ooh, I'm worried for Crucial's life here. He made a loud grassy step, and Roy comes gunning for it. Crucial, what are you up to? He wants more. Hoping his teammate Roland, but no, he's been left for dead. Thomas can't bail him out as well. As they run down the first time after, now it could get a little awkward, as they will
So
just have
fighting
those
ammo.
pistols. Glock's not going to get you far, FNATIC, despite causing a little bit of a pandemonium and low HP on Thomas and Roland.
Yeah, they need to be careful. You don't want to give away another gun just here. So Vault, one of their healthier members coming through, and the same thing for Cypher on the flank. So great work to convert here for Into the Breach.
Clean.
Yeah, keeping it tidy as we do move into the gun rounds now. And Into the Breach, it is going to be Cypher and Vault locking down B. It's going to be Rallen as the aggressive rifler on A, Crucial as the second opponent over there with MVP when available. And Thomas, the in-game leader, will be rotating between both sides, making the calls. So that's the CT setup you can expect here. Now, one of the things that I think will be a little bit more difficult for Rallen in this matchup is that continued aggression.
Right.
FNATIC mají cool logo, se mi vždycky líbilo. FNATIC logo, takový unique.
So we'll see how they want to start off here. It's a 2-1-2 from the FNATIC.
Dvě jablíčka na hlavu.
Very slow out the gates here. The
Take short two.
Nade damage done to both Nikodot and Roy. So
Okay, heavy na short.
confirmed damage for Into the Breach, but damage nonetheless.
Check this out. Looking out for Crims
to zabolí. Ale padl trade, ty piče, na smoku.
Short-lived celebrations. Fasher at the same moment catching Cypher. So the T side probably not
To byl hodně good trade od Fashera, sice trošku štěstí, ale good. Ještě ho zabil. A ho zabil, no.
Apparently that's enough for Mezzi to call them into action.
Thomas is cheating over as well. This is the perfect call. Misfreed
Volt's pushing.
from Into the Breach.
I guess they're foregoing Monster here, so if FNATIC just waltz on through
Vypadá to, že půl na konta. A že někdo něco. Jenom na jeden flash půjde, to vypadá. Za slope. Zapálí short. Misnul ho, hodně na piču, nevadí. Mají dost utility furt.
A couple of shots do connect as Thomas against the bomb carrier. Fasher frustrated boost. Exciting as Roy's caught as well over the smoke from Crucial. into the breach, actually playing this one very constrained, or rather restrained. Thomas could check that one out, covered by Mezzi, and a good headshot back, a 2v3 now.
Winnable.
Most definitely, Nikodos. Looking for reality, Volt's got him, there's too many.
Jako,
Into the breach, they
bylo to
keep
by
it
nebo pro
going,
FNATIC,
keep
ale
it
škoda,
flowing.
že tam pomysleli nějaký ty utilitky na ten mid-side atak.
That was banter directed in FNATIC's direction, and that was a really nice.
Zjistil jsem, že potřebuji nový crosshair a snažím se něco vymyslet a nějak to nejde. Hele, vymýšlej furt. Jako, jsou hráči, co mění crosshair kámo každou hru, každý den. Já taky jsem tam mění crosshairy. Prostě vymýšlej. Nebo nějakému grafiku ukradni, že jo? Whatever. Zkoušej cokoliv úplně. To je jedno. Na crosshairu zas tolik nezáleží úplně. Jako trošku jo, ale ne úplně. Komu fandíš? Asi FNATIC bych chtěl, aby postoupili.
Oh, and crucial onto Nikodos. That's his fourth death for Nikodos. Yet to see him in the feed.
Vezmu tvůj, víš co? Opatrně s tím crosshairem, jakoby. Jestli nehraješ 1920 k 1080, tak se ti možná nebude líbit. Bude obrovský, možná moc pro tebe. Ale klidně to můžeš zkusit, viď? Jestli chceš, tak ti můžu poslat ten kód do chatu, crosshair kód.
I think one of the keys I'm just noting here with this round kicking off and crucial finding an opener is there have been 4 separate individuals
Doufám, že je po schodech hlavně.
found opening exchange, which means they're standing up
Okay,
when
šli
tested.
bokem,
So that's a
Flasher
good
má
sign
util.
here.
Vypadá, že se půjdou na close.
And a good setup to lock down
A
this
pak
B
si
side.
hodí flash.
Routine on that crosshair. In the right direction, and only the one. Volt will finish it off, and just like that, the fourth round feels imminent.
To byl good setup, no, na Into the Bridge. Jo, zkusím to. Chceš ten kód, jo, poslat?
Thomas has the monster walk, and they continue to rack up the rounds. A team ace this time from Into the Breach, so they're maybe all taking it in turns to open. And in this one, all finding a contribution. This was Crucial's opener. Very quick from.
Ahí to máš.
I love how quick Volt swung off that. That's great work, really good teamwork, and just the more I get to see of Cypher and Volt playing, especially with each other in sides, it's cool because these two both young British lads, 20 for Cypher, 21 for Volt, and you know Mezzi's not old either. He's 24. So as far as the future of UK Counter-Strike goes, there's some great names that people can get excited about at home. Maybe bring Smuyu into the mix on the AWP. We could be making a team here, couldn't we? But timeout will conclude, and we are ready to get things underway with round number 5. No AWP available here for Nikodos, so it is going to be another round where FNATIC do not have
Nikodos s Eaglem, jo. Má 900, Eagle stojí 700, měl nějak... Asi neměl na Galila, hádám. Okay. Respektuju Eagle, I guess.
So this is a changer from the CT side, not the T. 2 aggro long.
Klasický boostík. Na Ačku mají ready past. Early pushovat nebudou. Čekají na kontakt až. Okay, už vytahují pomalu, protože se nic neděje. Piče, škoda, že ale... Škoda, že Thomas odešel, ty vole, než to clearnuli. To tam Thomas podle mě mohl zůstat, stejně mám pičo. Thomas tam podle mě mohl zůstat s ním, protože stejně, tady má 8hodinovou rotaci. A ještě jako se neclearnul tady ta oblast vůbec, takže měl podle mě normálně tady zůstat Crimson, clearnout to a pak mohli prostě běžet do konu, to je spawn, cokoliv. Lepší než prostě tady rotovat hodinu. Měl by větší impact, podle mě, kdyby tady zůstal s ním.
It's much easier for FNATIC to waltz in towards B than it is A. Now, I thought that Rallen was going to have a hard time going for aggressive maneuvers because of how good the default from FNATIC could be. But if you play 4 players A, the default it has to worry about so many more positions, right? You normally just
Hraješ 4 ku 3? Ne. Hraju 16 ku 9 a Full HD, neboli 1920, 1080.
Which is a great opening round call for Into the Breach. Really nice stuff to see here.
Yeah, inspired to go for something straight out of CT
Co má
spawn.
kýrom za profilovku, co to je, ukáž?
FNATIC weren't prepared or weren't able to process what was been thrown their way, and now look at it. It's completely different setup.
Arta jsou
Here they come.
Okay, oh, Cypher, and it doesn't matter, because Volt and Thomas are here to lock it down. They're in the right place.
Ty čo, ale zatím stopka, ale od ITB. Zatím stopka. Ale to je overpass, no. Někdy to se dostane takhle, no. Za ty točka.
Both of them won't be long for the world. It almost was a flawless one there for Thomas. He goes down, but 3 stay alive. And
No nic, hodně important round pro FNATIC, aby se bouncenuli zpět do hry. Na tom 4 ku 3 je to mega hustý. Ne, no moji teammates, vždycky když jsem s někým hrál, tak všichni hejtili můj killzera. Všichni. Nikdo nemá rád moje killzery.
Into the breach, I haven't been a part of them.
I'm not attached by nationality.
I'm attached by nationality, and we don't get much to be proud of these days. So, hearing Chad
Okay, dávaj Gamble, no dávaj triple boost.
the fuzzy feels.
Kdo tam je na tom boostu? Volt, piče, co to je?
Oh, and Crimson is gonna be a real frustrated warrior.
They opened the toy box today and they're pulling everything out. Everything, every trick in the book so far.
Why not? You've got what could be your final map at the major.
Well, this is the thing, the understanding of Counter-Strike right now, in terms of a lot of people having options of having the information, it's been more available now than ever. So all of these moves, all of these plays, everybody knows, but Into the Breach just pulling them out at different times, right? And that's a crazy play to just pull out when you're 6-0 up, so just thinking on their toes.
A to se mi actually hodně líbí, takovýhle play. A teď nad tím přemýšlím jako, a hodně se mi to líbí, že jako se rozhodli prostě úplně takhle early round 400 do Bčka a ten triple boost, protože jo, je to asi druhý gun round, co mají FNATIC, jo, full buy úplnej. A prohrávají 6-0, takže FNATIC most likely nepůjdou nikam fast, aby prejebali prostě hnedka nebo něco, nebudou riskovat moc, takže FNATIC nejspíš půjdou defaultní kolo, že jo, nějak si taknou černou mid. Takže prostě dali Into the Breach prostě triple boost na to, že si takto ten čar a dají tam open. Actually se mi to hodně líbí, je to smart podle mě dost, co udělali Into the Breach teďka. Opět pop do Bčka monstrem a shortem. A stopka absolutní, Cypher.
Roy gone, round 1. Unless Nikodos has got anything crazy to say or do, Rollins should have him. And he does.
7-0, fuuu, nebezpečný, taktická.
Overpass. Sure, they had a competitive one. We saw it against Liquid. We were impressed by the way in which Into the Breach were competitive against Liquid in good form, in OC in top form. But then you look at FNATIC, you say it's one of their, if not their best.
Nevím, co bych udělal, když jsem FNATIC tady. Kolik je loss bonus? Full loss bonus. Koupil bych Meky.
Come be again, he says.
Come be again, oh you gangster. That's it. That's what UK land sound like.
A šel bych podle mě, dostal bych se tady do téhle oblasti, ať už konem nebo midem nějak. Snažil bych se popnout prostě do toho Ačka tady nějak fast. Co nejrychleji. Cypher má Ice and Fire, to je můj oblíbený nůž.
Oh, for sure. Just watch Into the Breach as well. Like, they've been holding on to it for now, but these guys have had a history of a couple of
oopsies.
Yeah, oopsies. And against these tech pace.
Huge. A pop do Ačka hnedka, běžte.
Already face palms imminent.
Aha.
Desperate to keep hold of this slippery rope as he tries to drop some huge.
Ale spolu, kámo, ne po jednom.
Thomas stands his ground.
Huge.
Needed one onto Mezzi. He gets them both down. Cypher from behind.
That's the bomb.
Can he save them?
Špatný flash.
One. Needs another. Spotted out on the site. Knows where he is. Mezzi did so much, and now we've got Brit on Brit action.
Mind games here. Where's he gotten off to? Cypher has no idea. Just looking for the heads up duel, but Mezzi trying to play the time here. Around the world maneuver back through long, and Cypher now considering that. But as the time ticks down, more and more options. He fires off his gun. You can see the pressure here in a moment like this. deathmatching essentially.
I mean, advantage Cypher, but Mezzy.
Jako Cypher by tady měl dát prostě gamble na jednu stranu už.
He knows what's up. He knows how to play
Neber
these
to
kind of
už, no.
scenarios. The pressure's on him, right? The bottom is with Cypher.
Mezi čeká, takže ukáž ten úhel. Čeká takhle, jo?
You can see Cypher's just completely lost track of him.
Look how calm Mezzy is. He's just taken this position mid bathrooms and is chilling. Now he makes his move.
Oh, Cypher on his next lazy clear. He could be caught.
It's all in the timing here. Mezzy has to finish A. Well played from Cypher so far.
The timing! Ty pičo, ten timing. Ale Fnatic udělali to, co jsem mluvil. Šli do midu konem a šli rychle do Ačka. Ne, pokoj. Streamu, čau. Co chceš? Halo? Halo? Streamu.
Streamu.
Koukáš na zápas?
Jaký?
Fanatic, a i tebe.
Jako vstál ty rebel.
Vstal se teďka, jo.
Now is into the bridge. Can they hold this together? You saw the frustrations from Cypher there. This is a great lead. Still 6 rounds in their favor. Still a buy available.
Hrál overpass.
Takže budeš koukat na ty navy, ty rebel.
Moc brzo to bylo, ale z postele jsem koukal Anubis konec.
Až to vyhrál.
Face. Ale close jak piče. 2 overtimey na poslední mapě. A face cup. A face dali comeback z 15-10.
This is a very difficult fight for him. If they flash or if they jump over the scope, he will be overrun.
A jen ten bridge zahráli hodně hezkých prvních 6 kol za CT nahoru teďka. Dal jsem tvůj Kyros a dal jsem si ho do žluté a zmenšil? Takže už to není můj Kyros.
Microphone activated.
He wants the teams to go B. He's communicated for the teams to go B. Oh, steps back into the orb. That's just too easy.
Okay.
That's 2 for Crucial in the round where they just walked in.
A zase pop do Bčka, což jim zatím nevyšlo tu leru, ale teďka tam actually nikdo není, ty pičo. Takže by to mohli walkoutnout úplně až. Bude házet něco? Drží flash a slope. Čeká na kontakt s tím flashem. Spotly, flash. Huge kill, Volt zaspal. Důležitý od Tomasu, tam kdybych cípil tak disaster. OK, ale good damage, peněžní, ale stejně mají dost, takže whatever.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
They look at their finances there. They really wanted to take Nikodos down after time. He wouldn't have any loss bonus, but look at how many guns they just gave up. These were the sitters for Crucial on the big green, right? They're literally just walking into his scope right there. So handiwork for him. But as this late round skirmish continues, they throw so many bodies in towards FNATIC and they lose everything. They wanted to ruin Nikodos' economy. That didn't happen.
Fakt mám bůz opatrně, ty kokot.
Tam máš to, Thomas.
Mezi tím máme se tady commit. Ne, úplně full info, teďka už mají full info plus minus, takže player nikdo nepikuje. Flash do konu, huge info, že vědí, že jsou Bčka, 100%.
Crucial be set up on A on his lonesome here, but it really will come down to Cypher and Volt on B.
You say that, it's just Volt now. Maybe heaven for Cypher. Yeah, okay. Comes back around.
Okay, rozhazují obejtě utility.
Picks up the kit off of Thomas.
Moc toho nevybejtili, ale...
Made their final move at all, and they don't have to. They still have a minute on the clock. Roy is ready for that type of Rallon aggression that you were talking about. He's been watching this push the entire time.
Ale se kontakt. Spotlie, rozbíjaj na flash. Ty pičo, zeď smoku. Bez flashu jsou, a kurva. A kurva. Ty kokot.
Held to the door now.
Yeah, they're limited.
Cypher troluje, absolutně nám začal být schovaný. To má huge zeď smoku, kámo, huge. Hodně good counter od piče od tebe.
They were in a very breakable position there by virtue of that previous round, right? So lose one, win one, lose all the guns in the round that you win. Finance is pretty bleak. And you started the round with losing Thomas in the first 15 seconds. They were doing a Formula 1 pit stop right there with that boost, taking him down before he could even blink. And at that moment, you have the number advantage, you have all the time. They were worried about the Rallen push. You've pointed out a tendency that FNATIC have identified as well, and it never came. Rallen playing games with them here, and this B-bomb site locked down. Maybe Cypher...
No, oni to takhle bychom hráli my do pičice teďka. Ach jo.
That is a tiny crosser, that's a pixel in width. Working for Rallen, and not working for FNATIC right now.
Keeping them very quiet here. You've got 3 kills for Crims, 4 apiece for Fasher and Roy, 5 for Nikodos, only 8 for Mezzy. And the only round they have is a Mezzy clutch. It's almost Cypher robbing away a 1-on-3 situation. So FNATIC will invest again here. Maxed out this bonus. It's not a full buy. They can focus into the next round, but they have a couple of Tech 9s to keep this tricky.
It worked once. Does it work again? Mezzy finding a 4K in total, but that Tech 9 working very nicely in his hands.
You see this time Crucial and Rallen not pushing when they know it's a lower buy. They've actually been much more reserved. Rallen's still forward.
Yeah, he's ready to fight. Cautious of any flashes.
Okay, jdou na boostík, ale tam kouká týpek se mi zdá. Ty pičo, to je boost proti boostu. Čo ti je moc? Spadl, ale trade padl.
Okay, well, Cypher manages to hit it.
And Rallen is having a look.
He is having a look. Oh, needed that one, Crucial. Tested and a quick reaction shot to get away from danger. There's more to come. Here comes Roy. Through that smoke, hoping to catch one where Crucial is looking the wrong way. Oh dear. Crucial is being taken. In hot pursuit. Great frag, but responded to. Crucial gets the incendiary down in time. It's Mezzy's second chance at the 1v3. He got for us. Very low HP on Cypher and this punish.
Jedna ve dva, veny bum.
Can plant reverse side. He could...
No, tak tohle zabojí jako ječko.
That's a lot of damage.
To hodně zabojí jako ječko.
Very happy with that one. I mean, this
double digits.
Yeah, you talk about it.
Nevím, proč takhle swingu mezi hnedka, ale...
Into the breach, that overpass against Liquid. Couple of oopsies between them and taking it against such a big name.
This in my, like, compared to the Liquid performance, this is, I would say, 50% better.
Yeah.
I know that Liquid performance, they took them into overtime, but just how clean a lot of these rounds have been, how they're handling with the multi-kills, everybody having their moments here.
Oh yeah, this is a full team effort as well, make no mistake. Look at that kill spread, it's lovely. Like, the top 4 performers are within 3 frags of each other.
The 5 rounds still available here for FNATIC before we go into the halftime break, so if they can get that, or even 4, it is more than workable here for this team. It's just about getting there, and where are they going to break through? Because they haven't conditioned anything at all within this game, right? They're going to have to maybe just go back to the default start.
Můj potičku.
Roy trying to take some A space on his own, so a lot of responsibility for him.
Můj jail.
Crims is hunting. Be careful with your jumps for info here, lads. It looks like they want to erect a boost, which Crims is proving both.
Čekaj na late boost. Čekaj na kontakt od toho vypa. OK. Padl kontakt, teďka boost, ale Crims je moc smart na tohle. OK.
Well, not the first time they've given up the opening death here into the breach. They have recovered plenty of times before.
To kolik smoku mu tam dropo týpek, čo šieme?
Bomb's going back.
On ho nemůže najít.
Mezzy and Crims are both leaving, so no one's going to do the housekeeping. They're just expecting that that frag will be enough to contain the CTs, and understandably so.
But they've kept 2 at A, so man, even a gamble call. The fact that Volt was looking up at the side tells that he was considering starting to rotate over here, but it looks like the 2-2 have been crucial. Gonna get on the end of that fishing rod. He's
Pičo, ale hlavně tady buď jeden a trade. Miss! To byl takzvaný crucial miss, kdy to? Haha.
They gotta run him down, surely.
Co to děje? Pičo.
Still gets the frag, and now FNATIC, red alert. They need access to this site.
Co tam stalo, ty vole?
What have you got? Rallen, another frag. Can he save them? Defend the side
Sure,
again.
yeah,
Major 11. Yes, they can. Cypher establishes the crossfire.
Wow.
And it's Rollin leaping to the lead 11.
Tam se měli potradovat do sleep, no, nevěděl.
Puts them in pole position for domination.
Damn, if I'm Keita, yeah, I was going to say, I'm burning all the timeouts, and he's done exactly that. He has just taken their 4th timeout in the first half, and we're not even at round 15 yet.
Yeah, hi guys, Keita here. I need 4. We can work with 4. I can't work with 1. 1 round off the back of a 1v1. Like, this is a categorical thrashing.
This is a shutout right now. They are just completely dominating FNATIC on their home map. Like, just drubbing. This is fantastic work here.
They lost the opening.
Not the first time either. Remember the quad boost with Nikodos taking down Thomas. They're able just to rotate in, and the individuals, the multi-kills making the difference as Rallen on the jump, getting tricky with it for the finish. And the bodyguarding, crucial. The good graces. Angel on his shoulder.
That is a gift.
This is hype right now.
Oh my goodness, yeah. I mean, into the breach, if they can find themselves taking this map. Already taking 2 maps in the legend stage, this would be the 3rd. And a big scalp like FNATIC as well.
Crucial's posted up in connected with the AWP. If Fasher goes for a peek here at all, it's going to be a difficult fight for him. There are more players to help Roy for this map control that we were talking about, but there's nobody close right now. You know, there's a little aggressive maneuvers, they're not in play, but they will scale above Crucial now.
He's on a timing.
He needs to get out.
Nefouť nikoho nějaký pomalý.
Well
Nic moc pressure na B, než jdou trpeláčko.
If they'd like. Rallen on the jiggle didn't spot anything, so you can see they haven't leaked past that little invisible timer that into the breach have built into their head. So Volt and Cypher on B. Thomas has rotated over to help, and Thomas has a flash ready for Rallen. Oh, never mind. Wasn't for Rallen at all.
Thomas flashnul nad kon, aby se báli, že je v konu týpek.
This is a very aggressive defense for that A position. Rallen just jumping for long info, and they're going to be boosting, so maybe Nikodos' scout will catch a glimpse. It's going to be a very hard shot to hit.
Unfortunate timing.
Nope. He's waiting for sound cues and does get that smoke down. It's a good time to drop it. It's a very good time to drop it.
And Volt's rotating over as well. Into the stack
A Moliky, jo, samý exekutáčko. Ty pičo flasher, ale to je... Počkej, jak trošku taky to dojebal.
Nice one back, Crims. They need a lot more than where that came from. And Messi might open up this position, distracted, and Thomas, he'll zip up the body bag. He's got himself the bomb. And they're looking like the round is in the right place. Everything coming together.
Jak oni to ale vybíhají ti FNATIC, kámo.
This is getting crazy.
Fakt, ty trošku jako jsou zmatený, vole, já jsem viděl. Tady typek jde prostě zády, kdo je tady. Tenhle chcípne, tenhle ho tretne. A pak, vole, Kirus tady stojí nějak, jeden vybíhá. Pojď tomu všecko, ty vole, úplně. Ne, právě FNATIC musí začít běhat zpětně někam prostě a rozjebat jen na jim, zkusit.
But outside of that, you know, Crims, he's a bit more of an anchor style player. Mezzi, well, he has to do it on his own. This round timeline right here, it paints the picture better than we ever could.
1 round. Surely they find another before the end of this half. Trying to punish FNATIC, picking Inferno. Didn't work out for him to the breach, but here on overpass. It's a very different kettle of fish. Look at Cypher's forward position here. Like, this is Cypher versus
Hodili flash a jenom fadeovali, zajímavý.
First major for global offensive.
Ty pičo, oni dostanou rekt absolutně úplně.
They do have an advantage. Can't quite convert off the wallbang. Significant damage dealt to Fasher though, and he will get that smoke down to elope. Charging long, loud about it. Bomb on the back of Nikodos. It's Mac 10, a Deagle, and that recovered M4.
Yeah, Volt will be fast behind them here if they do want to go for this A finish. 55 seconds left. Bomb coming through long. No flash to pop, so do they play on the
No, a už jsou sandwich, prostě nastakovaný na Ašku, fast flank ready, vole. S Macem proti MC nedá se nic. To je v piči, kámo.
Imminent and secure as they are running it.
Jako jestli to bude 16-1, tak...
One more round for 14 to
Jako...
1.
Jako je to lepší, než aby to prohráli close man, tak si myslím, že když dostaneš hunt, tak je to lepší si to nějak tak nějak, že pojde, že whatever, stalo se, jdem dál. Byli lepší.
In the biggest game of most of these players' careers.
Oh,
I would say
all of their careers, Jack. They've been at it for years, but this game means so much to every single one of them.
Just denied again. They tried something risky. They tried to send a fight. Cypher takes down Crystal.
Juicy disrupting the dominating double to give FNATIC a chance at the second here. Oh, he wins that duel.
Okay.
The second bullet not quite on the money from Rollins M4, but Thomas, oh, he knows one's there. Nikadov finished off and spots another as well.
He knows where both are.
Yep, heard short, knows monster. Thomas relaying that information. They have the health advantage. Crucial to take through.
To bylo hezké zahraný od Tomase. Hodně hezké zahraný.
Continues to frag, and that is 14 into the breach. 2 rounds away from taking their third of the legend stage and forcing us the distance.
To je hodně silný message od ITB teďka. Hodně silný message. Čo ti jebe?
Sound muted.
Čo ti jebe? Nevím, jak dlouho jsou tady ty pauzy. Napsal jediný GH. Tebe, já jsem GH naposledy napsal ty kokot tak 6 let zpátky, možná být, že 5, 4 možná, nevím. Já vždycky píšu jenom HF na začátku zápasu, ale jak všechno. Nevím, proč jsem prostě napsal GH. Respektuju ale decoy u Tomase. Decoy je cool. No. 2 flashe umezil, hádám, že po... Piče jsem miskliknul. Mám blindwall na velký crosser, který stejně ani nepoužívám, ale tak já jsem ho používal nějaký utilitky line-upy nebo whatever. Jo. Mezi poje asi hádám na H nebo na CT. Jeden poje Close Monster. No a pak to je, že buď takto A nebo B, no. Uvidíme. Myslím si, že po něco úplně speciálního FNATIC tady za pistolky. Když má duálky, takže tempo je Close Monster, no. Crucial Smoke Flash. Smoke Midside nebo Heaven a Flash za slow open bude celkovýho možná. Nebo má P200 padinu, takže dost možná půjdou do Ačka. Actually, možná longem proběhnou teoreticky do WC, Crucial odpíkuje mid. Dostanou se nějak do midu. Smoknou schody a flashnou track a rozběhnou do Ačka. Pravděpodobně si myslím. Ale uvidíme. Nevím, jak dlouho je tady ta pauza, hádám, že se zmizí už za chvíli. Kolik hodin? Jo, tak mohli stihnout dokoukat celý ten zápas možná. 7 máme sraz s týmem. Podívám se zatím, co se píše tady. Give me a second.
Overpass seems comfortable. Ford into the breach, and FNATIC may be a little shocked that the third map may be required. They take Inferno into the breach's pick. You think you're heading into home turf, and you're taking it all the way to the top 8 of Paris. And now into the breach have changed the dialogue. 14-1. An incredible
už actually triple smoke Voltovi. OK, dobra bečka.
Bamboozled. 18 frags for Rallen, 19 for Thomas. He was making impact across the map while pulling the strings.
Čo to rozbíhaj takhle na 2 flashe? Čo ti jebe? Čo ti jebe, WTF? Tak, takovýhle pistolky jsem fakt nečekal, kámo. 2 Deep Monster flashe a plus V, ty kokos na nich, WTF? Okay. Zajímavý.
Have to pick together here, Volt and Crucial, if they are to fight. Separated now in this number disadvantage, calling out the information of Mezzi's jump. So a 2-2 setup established. And remember, Fashe is low, 34 points of health.
He got a lot of info. Thomas knows Mezzi's rotated off, so if he's brave, if they get info on the monster positioning, Fashe are low enough to fall the body. Oh, headshots, Crucial.
Okay, trade. Trade za tradeovat všude.
He gets himself right back into position in time. Now that smoke does provide a little cover. They regroup.
Tak co, Tapna vyskočí nahoru, nebo? Okay, slyší je na close.
None of it. Some sharp shooting out of the Brit.
Okay, okay. Come back. Zajímá mě, jestli Into the Bridge koupí, protože já být Into the Bridge, tak nerozí, že kupu. Máš, vedeš tolik kol, kámo. Vedeš 14-2, chceš prostě... Literally, jediný co ty chceš, když jsi Into the Bridge, chceš co nejvíc gun roundu. To je všechno co chceš, co nejvíc gun roundu. Jebat nějaký forsy, nemusíš nic dohánět. Ty máš hru v kontrole prostě, v ruce, kámo. Takže co nejvíc eka, prostě mít co nejlepší gun roundy chceš mít.
Very slow start. Don't expect to see too many fireworks in a round like this. But with the score 14-1, it seems almost unrecoverable, right? But we have seen some teams in recent history winning insane games, right, from massive leads. So maybe there's a little something in the water here today. But FNATIC have to put their big boy pants on and hopefully find themselves in that 2-minute break, because there wasn't any bite about them. It was all into the breach in that first half. Fantastic counter-strike from top to bottom. The macro decision of how they wanted to play out as a team. Individuals with the multi-kills.
Ne, no, ta žlutá na tým PC vyjde více nejpaná úplně.
This team isn't going to go down without a fight. Means an awful lot to a squad who has only been together for a couple of months. And as we mentioned at the start of the cast, Into the Breach is not a household name for Counter-Strike. This is more how people may remember.
Tady by ho mohli zabít.
Good kill. That kill, that's nice. 30 seconds, they will have to commit towards A now.
Yeah, they'd love a couple more. Nikodov might not allow that though, as he's got the perfect weapon for the job.
Ooh, nice. Luckily huge, absolutely.
Good damage.
Forces a rebuy. Not too shabby. Of course, you will keep hold of that M4.
Yeah, that's a good.
And those FAMAS, but damage found. And yeah, that's the third round for FNATIC.
Tak, ale tady gun roundu, dva famasy proti Kalachům.
Remember though, FNATIC used all of their timeouts within that first half of play. So look, they don't have a lot of area to have a foot fault here, but if they did want to take a timeout, that's
FNATIC 5 headchecků.
Really intense. They needed that conversation after a close round to discuss a buy. They will not have those options available here. Have to be into the breach to give them that.
Triple Ačko instantně, protože je hodně málo, je hodně unlikely, že by Into the Breach šli rychle do Bčka první gun round. Nicholas, huge double kill zone now, absolutely.
Just on the bench, a forward position completely runs over. Gets himself too.
Interesting to see a dry swing into that, you know, no util, so hoping to get this one done with pace, but
hodně huge info od
we'll call this clear.
It is possible as well that Into the Breach might be falling victim to the let's just get
Dom longu, no ukáž Mezziho. Mezzi se posouvá. Ne, proč? Proč se Mezzi posouval?
Oh yeah, he's just rounded the corner.
Oh, okay, maybe not drop.
Proč se Mezzi posouval do hajzlu? Oni zabili toho flankera!
Found the kill.
That's massive.
How? A third from Crucial.
They can go anywhere now, there's no rush, Thomas.
To je, čekám, jak FNATIC skončili. Co se jako děje tady?
Crucial's on a mission right now. His first major. Not his first time of asking or trying.
He's been doing this for an awfully long time, as Joey.
Yeah, and to do it with style, doing himself proud, doing it for his squad as well.
Oh, they're going back into B. Look at Crim's off angle that he's holding here. Sure, it's the Famous, but if all three of them just charge up short, they have util. They can take their time. They don't just have to run. They have nades.
Tohle budu hell.
And Crim's headshot spotted.
Okay, good save.
Fasher with the last two there, everybody. We had a bit of a crash go on, but Fasher picked up Thomas and Volt. It is going to be the round for FNATIC, 14-4. Bear with us. It is computers. These things happen.
Good save, good save.
But actually, they did.
Ale mělo to být o dost víc clean kolo teda. Mezi podle mě odcházel z toho stromu moc rychle.
Oh, you saw it coming a mile off, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Handled. 14-4, and it was a lovely attempt from Crucial. Felt like his frags had been enough to...
Kolik mají lost bonus? 4, okej. Chtěl jsem skritizovat, že kupují Deagly a Vesty, ale když mají takovýhle lost bonus, tak úplně v pohodě. Whatever, klidně, go for it.
And that was after conceding a double.
Exactly, that's not a round that Into the Breach should have been winning. As you can see, there we go again. Look, a few doohickeys going on right now, but it's right, Alex and I are in game. So
there's some rats in the system.
Radio cast.
We can do it the old-fashioned way. Boot up Winamp. And we'll do some shoutcasting for you. Actually, if I was doing shoutcasting, I have to be very explicit.
And more nasally.
Okay, yeah.
5 towards the banana position.
The Brits out there, they're all getting the flashback now.
Nikodos is probably going to have some PTSD if he dies against the Pistols again, don't forget.
Don't miss another Nikodos.
Ty pičo, nechali si je dojít hodně close, kámo. Nebezpečný hodně by slogan takhle, ale... Nemáš žádnou utilitu, takže... No, ale tady už padají ty malíky pomalu.
Nikodos will go down to the Crucial Deeg, still making it as costly as they can, hoping that they overstep the mark here and set up for success. Doesn't get the double. Ralen makes it costly again, so there's
Zažil jsem bezpečnější slova, ale nebylo to tak špatný.
But there you go, FNATIC, they have found 4 in a row.
Now, if this was, you know, two more known teams, right, in terms of the upper echelons, I'm talking experience in pressure matches.
Yeah.
I'm not, obviously, Into the Breach have played a lot of games, and these players we've seen in different points throughout their career. But in terms of the pressure in this environment right now, Into the Breach are going to have a hard time to close, right? You're only going to get so many opportunities, and the rounds where they get openings, or the rounds where they feel like they should close, if they lose the clutch or they lose the number advantage, that's going to build on them more than it will on FNATIC. FNATIC just going to go through the paces here. So difficult for them to come back into this game. If we were talking about most other matches, it's a matter of time, and I still feel that. But if FNATIC can get closer to that double digits, remember the shot to try and claw this all the way back and have a historic comeback.
That would be special. 14-1. The bar set incredibly low for Into the Breach's T side. They just have to find 2 on this attack. Within the confines of regulation, he could tell he wanted to, but opts not to. We'll throw out the incendiary, but Roy's been left for dead. He's actually happy to just fully commit to this. Cypher, unaware.
Okay.
Traded. It's Volt from that underpass.
2-2 mají teďka setup, což je jako cringe celkem. Flashlit monster, ale nemají z toho žádný info stejně.
Not an awful loss. Yeah, Ralen has just donated a smoke towards Thomas. They're going to fake A and go B. That looks like the finish to this. Sounds simple, sounds like an Alexi B call. But no, they are going to throw a little bit of util to try and hold the presence on the A site and try and finish here as Crucial lines up the heaven smoke.
Ale osmička to šle, rotuje už na Bčka, boost triple Bčko. Včas.
Close angle. It worked for Crims once.
Good rotace od FNATIC. Nice. Velmi good.
Crucial needs to save this here. 7 seconds.
Huge rotace.
Should be given the good graces to do so, and there's another round for FNATIC. So another, at least even exchange to start off the round, but there you go, FNATIC just able to lock things down. The CT side coming online now. We're talking about 5 consecutive rounds and the bomb yet to go down. So as far as the finances are concerned, there are going to be limiting options if Into the Breach can't start making more penetration into these sites and punching those digits in. With the loss bonus maxed on out, the plant could help them. That's how you could apply so much pressure. If you are getting into the site, oh, their first time out. Yeah, juxtaposition there, isn't it? This is showing you how easy, and Juve on the mic, Does he have an idea? Does he have a plan of what they can do around this saved AWP? You need to set Crucial up for a pick here, and they're going to go all in. This is interesting. They know they have so many rounds to work with. There's plenty of ways to skin a cat here, but they're going to take the most aggressive of the bunch. So just going to buy back in. Could have taken a partial.
Yeah, and knowing you're going to be up against a very comfortable FNATIC.
It should just be more all-in if you're going to do something like this. You can't play a default round. You don't have enough utility to do so. So do something more pack-rolly and hope that you trade efficiently. If you just spread out and try and do a default round in this type of environment, I do not see it working. So I think a bit more 4-1.
Let's find out. They go for 2, 2, 1. And Roy, the first to draw blood.
Jako Spongy má pravdu o tom, co mu všecko jako zvolili. Podle mě zbytečný buy celkem, měli prostě nechat rád vypojit jako zase, vedou 14-6, prostě chceš co nejvíc nejlepší gun roundu. A taky mám pravdu s tím, že jako jít default vole s malými utilitama, jako nevím no, je to struggle. Takže nic moc vole decision podle mě od ITB tady. Jo, huge info, huge kill, vědí o dvou. Šestka hraje odkač. Odsaď spotuje a došla mu Crims.
Passive hold of B at the back lines. It's Scrims that maneuvers deeper into the site, ready to hold on. They passed every test so far on their site. A new angle adopted. And hoping Crucial can try and keep some feet planted. He's still investigating towards the bathroom area. 35. A smoke for the
To nedopadne.
They're still hard to break, even if you keep them 2-2.
Takže jinak trošku, než já. Okay.
Cypher are going around monster, they know they need some presence there. Running out of time.
No, když to jdeš víc doleva, tak jako se to bounce o ten troška.
Flashes out. Heaven soon to be occupied. You're trying to get the bomb in and you get nothing but a face full of lead. Call it off.
14-7, a kdyby šli Ekon, tak víš co, bylo by to 14-7 a mohli mít TK úplně nasty buy. Místo toho mají prostě opět nevím, zbytečný buy úplně to byl. Podle mě hodí tebe, tady to kolo úplně zbytečný.
The biggest question is it too little too late? Well, not if Roy can get away with fights like that. Rallin isolated ahead of the smoke. The flash push was great for his second here. Cypher onto the trade, but the damage was already done. The buy, it lacked...
Kolik mají Volsumů teď? 4, okay.
It really needs to be, like, now they're going to take the save. Next round again, the max loss bonus is still in play. But they need to do something in their next round, I think, more as a unit. And you want to take these risks early. Oh, quad.
On to koukal, ty pičo.
Okay. Gangster. Yeah, Nikodov ready for that maneuver there. And I guess it makes sense when you know.
Mezi na to hnedka swingo dojdu, protože mají info. Nasty FNATIC, nasty. Hezky. Opatrně ale. Opatrně ale. Netrovujem. Chceme vyhrát tu videohru. Důležitý miss.
Crucial had a chance to level it out into the 2v2, but now extended Cypher's chances dwindle.
Ahead of him.
He's still wanting more eagle headshots, so finally an attempt.
Hodně good call od FNATIC. A Into the Bridge pod stresem, opatrně. Další aktická. Z toho ještě možná něco bude tady. Let FNATIC cook. Let FNATIC cook.
Play some considered counter-strike here. Yeah, considered counter-strike here from the FNATIC guys, and yeah, the surprise on the push, but it was always going to be the follow-through. Now, Crucial and Thomas, by virtue of saving guns, do not have enough money to go for the full buy, right? So this should be a situation where, if they wanted, they could get out 3 AKs, 2 Galil.
Teď stačí, aby FNATIC jen neprohráli Echo, jak na Infernu.
Maybe not even the okay.
Okay. Je to half buy.
Fully investing. They're going to leave just enough cash so everyone can buy again in the next round, but they're still staying threatening.
Nešel jsem si, že mají ten full, musím zapomínat na to.
Mac 10, P250, a Tech 9. There's 3 to make it 4 smokes in the mix. No flashes though. So
tohle je furt nebezpečný buy od téček, takže shodil za molík.
Taking that aggressive space, really going to contain you. You can see Nikodov's pushing alongside. Mezzi's got 3 on his plate right now. Lovely
Ty pičo, to jak to vzal ten fight Roach? WTF? Co provedli teď u toho konu ti typci? No spíš co provedl Roach, vole. Nech toho, kámo. Tak ale jdi do hajzlu potom, co jako dělali u toho konu. Tronutý kolo úplně.
To stave off our boatload of map points. He's calculated his crims, but this one just seems like the probabilities all lie into the breach.
On chce jít pro defuse, late. NT. Ale kámo, nepobírám, co tady prováděli v konu, kámo. Víš, že mají na hovno buy. Hraješ tady takhle s M-kou uhel, což jako podle mě velice nic moc jako tady netiskali hrát, ale dal z toho jednoho, ok, whatever, jsou trplá. Ale Roach potom, jak tady, že tady volkuje, kámo, takhle. Tipci ti doslova vidí první hlavu. Máš, nevím, dost nevýhodný fight, pojďme tady. Nevím, na piču, úplně, kámo, na piču. Nevím, co tam dělal, kámo, nevím. Nebyl jsem vůbec ty pozičky tady těch fanatiků tam takhle. Tronuje to jak kokot. Absolutní troll. Bude open. Nevím kam běžel Tomasík. Mašinka tam máš, ale.
Yeah, a couple of good shots there from Nikodos, right? Both connecting, one with the leg, and one with the frag, and the run boost here for Crucial. Yeah, and this is the thing, Nikodos was back so far off. They're playing this number advantage as deep as you'd like. It's Roy the closest to a fight in connector right now, and as he
Viděl ho?
up late, he doesn't see anything. So Rallen has actually caught that and found a good timing.
Ty pičo, nebezpečný tady pohyby.
So evacuating through, he will have to drop back or just bolster B.
Yeah, Crim's already coming over. Suggests they've got a very good.
On co otočil kazerem, zrovna, to ti jebe. CSko.
Cypher and Crucial boosting over on that plant box gives them a lot of info as to where at least two of them reside. Nikodos will go forward. We saw on Crucial finding great success on these kind of later clears. Wow, he's really forcing the issue here.
Oh.
Big miss! Missed it! And he gets punished, Nikodos!
Proč ho tak vzadu? Proč ho tak vzadu, ty tečka? Proč ho tak vzadu? Proč ho tak vzadu? Proč ho tak vzadu?
As Cypher and Volt rack up some more. Fasher and Roy to save them.
Počkej, co?
And Volt's got the cover.
Počkej.
Potential for more.
Proč ho tak vzadu, kámo? Počkej. Co se jako stalo tohle kolo zas?
They've done everything they needed to in this battle for top 8 in Paris. And it looks like it's going the distance. Nade on the low HP, no problem for into the breach. We will see 3. Vertigo locked in.
Kámo. Tak ty dvě poslední kola, co Fanatic jako tady odehráli, to byly zásrimo. Jako tam u toho konu, nevím co jako tam vymýšleli, jo. To je, dáme tady to kolo. Jakmile zmizí tenhle screen, ukáž. Jo. Tady to kolo. Vypotí tahá tady takhle banán. Jo, je až tady ty kokot někde. A dvě ostatní CDčka je jedno schovaný tady u banky a jedno tady na schodech, kámo. A 2 jsou na B. Kámo, že tady je odutilitujou. Tenhle tady je sám pičo s VIPem, zabije close max 1, dostane trade. A co jako? Co, typci mají celé asy a skončili jste jako. Proč nebylo aspoň jedno z těch CTček jako někde blíž tady? Někde jako... Nevím, tady dejme tomu tady koukat takhle. Nebo proč nehodili něco na long, jestli měli. Jeden by koukal prostě long od někud, jeden by byl close tady někde. Koukal věc nějak tady na, nevím, nějak spolu, ale to bylo úplně, že po jednom nějak všecko, nevím. Nevím, co se tam provedlo vůbec. Zajímavý tyhle, zajímavý. Nevím, škoda tyhle, to Fanatic měli, vole, podle mě jako dost winnable, ten comeback, ale zase chápu, není jednoduchý kam zahrát, ale tolik kofičo bezchybně, takže a chyby se dělou furt, takže it is what it is. Jen to byly takový hodně jako, nevím, takový smutný chyby. Mimo. Smutňouky jako. No. Než začnu další mapu, já si to mám tady unboxnus. Skočím na deathmatch, vole, tady nesedím jak Brambora. No. Jaká je poslední mapa vůbec, ukáž? Vertigo, cringe mapa, cringe. Jako já asi nestihnu dokoukat celý Vertigo, actually, protože v 7 máme si raz s týmem, takže, nebo vlastně, no. Ale dobré, ho tam čekal? Koho teďka? Já už nevím, co se stalo. Koho myslíš? Myslíš, že jako, jak Volt čekal toho vypera na klos na banánu? Proč mě to pojí jinam? Nech to. Na tom longu? Ne, už se nepamatuju, už se nejsem jistý. Nechci vůbec tady ten server, tady mě jinam, kámo. Actually využiju tu chvilku, že si zajdu pro pití, jsem tu.
No life for 4 minutes. Pistols headshot only.
Dominating.
Čo ti jebe? Skokan. Prvé tlačítko klikám ako kokot furt. Kámo, bot movement je také annoying někdy. Se hýbou úplně random vždycky do těch stran. Bo v hlavě.
Dominating. Killing spree. Rampage. Dominating. Dominating.
Jsem bez aimu.
No life for 5 minutes. Pistols only.
Dominating. Killing spree. Dominating. Killing spree. Dominating.
Vypadá, že budou začínat už. Ty zase, kámo, ty pistolky, fakt. No.
This party started. We've got the defense for FNATIC into the breach on the attack and a lot of utility in the mix. Okay, Cypher in the feed. A quick headshot between the eyes too. To start off proceedings, he is the brunt and the brute of this attack. It's all Cypher.
Take them all.
Starting with a bang, starting as he means to go on. He is within touching distance of making his...
No, pojďme na věc, vole.
Very little room for error here as well.
And our first glimpse at that stage that these two teams now have one map to fight over. One of the two, FNATIC or Into the Breach, will be stepping out onto, well, I don't know, that was just a little snippet, a little teaser right there. Looks like the bookmakers are still favoring FNATIC in this one, and understandably so, but we're about to get in the mud.
Oh, yeah.
Vertigo is going to be a biff.
Yeah, no, this should be a whole lot of fun. I mean, both FNATIC and Into the Breach have had some of their most dominating performances on this very map. There's a reason it's our third, and I expect a bit of a barn burner. With so much at stake, Into the Breach definitely carrying the momentum of that second map, and FNATIC, they took away the Into the Breach pick of Inferno. We find ourselves on Vertigo, and that sound means one thing. Once more,
Ne, mně se zdá, že na to Vertigo je strašně strach, kámo, chodit.
Close the wall up with our English dead. Well, we'll find out if it's Into the Breach or Mezzi as we lock and load. One map,
Actually,
one spot in the
Bčka i Bčka je strach chodit na pistolky. Je na Bčku máš prostě hodně close angle. Pro ty golky je to good. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Take them all. Starting with a bang, starting as he means to go on. He is within touching distance of making history for the UK. They already have.
No jo, no jo, no jo.
And that's gotta feel good. A map, the biggest map of your career. You win it. You continue to make history in the top 8 of Global Offensive's last. And FNATIC, they crumble under one man's Glock.
And look at the speed, an absolute demon. This map is perfect for someone that loves to hold W through the flashes, through the smokes. Well, that's yet to come. This is the pistol round. It's all about the aim, and this kid's got it in buckets and spades. Mincemeat.
Look at this, Fasher. Didn't have a chance. He's jumping around. He's clicking his Glock. He's taunting them. What a start. Can he replicate? Can he hold on to that? That's lightning right there. And they have to bottle it. A double boost stack from FNATIC.
Yeah, that's going to rattle them. You remember how Overpass went? Well, they're still trying to feel if they're alive and crucial. Chance to get on the scoreboard. The kills keep coming. Maybe we'll just trade aces if Thomas says no. Let me in on some of this. Flawless start here as Crims will be disintegrated at the hands of the Mac-10s as well. And flawless in the first 2. This one starting with a bit of ferocity right here. The pace out the gates, you love to see it. And maybe that's one way to get on top of FNATIC. You saw the shots outside. They'll get their phones to start watching the videos of what's been prepped. What are the tendencies we have to look for?
Well, nothing can prep you for Cypher running up the ramp. No video is going to show you that one. And Cypher on the comms as well. Wanted to keep things cool. They are going to have a quote-unquote disadvantage into this third.
Yeah, well, I'm curious if Thomas wants to keep calling them in with momentum and pace here. It's going to be a big part of this picture. Is a very standard 3-1-1.
Já, ver tego osobně moc nemusím, nesnáším tu mapu. Protože ty fighty na té rampě jsou absolutně cringe. Okay, vytraděno. No, tohle je Vertigo prostě na té rampě, kámo, úplně. Nevím, nelíbí se mi to mapa, moc, taková moc strašně... Taková randomish mi to dojde trošku, ne že jako úplně random, ale taková... Nevím, ty fighty tam jsou cringe úplně, kámo. Se mi zdá. Nemusím tu mapu, prostě nemusím jít, nevím. Nemám ji rád.
He'll be checking it, jumping for info, audible.
Retake smoke.
Yeah, Crims will get that onto the bomb. Marlon responsible for Crims. Volt for Mezzi. Ooh, he hit the shot. Volt had the better weapon. A headshot exchange puts it all onto Crims. And he's been caught out. Rollin collects. And the first gun round a success as well. FNATIC, they're starting to feel a little hot and scratchy under the collar.
Thomas, where is this speed, man?
Oh, God, mate. I saw
work from him.
I want to see that second because, yeah, Roy was great onto Cypher, but this second, Nikodos did not expect Thomas rounding that corner with such venom.
Dobrý začátek pro ITB.
This here is what it's all about. If you watch this and it doesn't get you jacked up, amped up, ready to go, ready to play Counter-Strike, ripping your headset off, loving this game for what it is, I don't know what will. This is infectious. This right here, this is what it's all about. And against the pistols,
slyšeli ho hit možná.
Yeah, those reactions.
Slyšeli ten hit.
Crying in the club, man. It's exciting to see so much passion, so much raw emotion for a game that has changed so many lives. Cypher, one of the many, battling to change it further. He got this far, doubted at every step of this journey. They're pushing. Nikodos from the short side. Good away. One, he's running out of bullets, and we've lost a teammate or two. Awkward now, look at their health. Oh dear. There's barely anything invested into this one, but some significant damage and fragging from Fasher and Crims.
If they can pull themselves out of this, it'll be extremely impressive. It's Volt going to be down here. Taking a joust and has been dropped on down a little bit lower, but it's this late push from that short position of Fasher you have to worry about.
Yeah, and Crims is going to try and catch them off with a pass. Ooh.
No, co vymysleli tady?
With Crucial and Ronan so low.
Má ještě...
They're trying to hope Volt could get something done. FNATIC. They don't even need the rifles. This is a swing and a half in momentum. Crucial. He spots out Crims, but with 20 seconds, he needs to find them both, and he'll take the bomb B.
They can just chase him down here. They got the number advantage. He's going to try and plant. No time to really fake it. We'll just have to punch in the digits.
Ooh, they're going to run him down.
On dopustil.
He goes, would have loved the plant. A great round, all things considered. FNATIC, incredible to find something just when you thought Into the Breach had got it flawless. It was Crims's Dig, Fasher as well in unison as they took down some of the hardest hitters.
Yeah, and you can see just getting ahead of themselves in those fights, right? This is the flip side. If Into the Breach are running with that momentum and into the fight, it's great. But as soon as it goes the other way, it gets awfully quiet. And that type of round for FNATIC, they haven't had too many of those. I think if we went back and measured the lighter by round wins, it would be heavily in the favor of Into the Breach. I think FNATIC maybe with 2 or 3 over the 2 and a bit maps of play we've had thus far, but it will get them into the rifles now. So a great round to throw things back, sure. But they need to consolidate with a follow-up. Nikidos with the AWP out. He's the man we need to be keeping our eyes on here. It was a force yesterday against G2. Dropped 27 to eliminate the Samurai and keep FNATIC in it. That is a head-to-head. I know the organizations might care about more than the players, but regardless, they're here. And they're fighting for another top 8 at the major. Cypher Molly's back. He has been controlled for now, so that early space dealt with. 1-4 from the Dane Roy.
Yeah, tagged up. One straight to the Achilles heel.
Chápeš to prostě jako chápu, co se tady děje na ty rampy, ale prostě... To je takový strašně random, kámo, mi to přijde někdy. Tady ty fighty na ty rampy úplně.
Short regress here from Nikidos on the AWP. It's got awfully quiet over towards ramp right now. Crims and Fasher also join him on the site, but they're not going to push the issue here.
Messi smokes B and checks mid.
And Thomas is at the lead of the pack over towards B, so that is likely where this finish is going to be. He's calling everybody behind him. The mid split, Bolt, quick as you like. Mezzi isolated and they're in.
They are.
Nevím, no ty vole, zajímá mě, jak budou mapy jako Vertigo. Vlastně jak budou všechny mapy se odehrávat na CS2 s těma novými smokama. To bude úplně jiný svět, kámo.
And that mid push came really quickly, so they obviously identified the type of setup that FNATIC were rolling with there. A good kill from Volt. Another round, so Into the Breach. They lose against the Pistols and back into winning ways. That's kind of how Overpass went.
Yeah, and especially nice considering all of those 5 real investments are being brought through. Gonna be nice to... Oh my god, they nearly took down Nikidos Ralin. A very, very threatening spray. Gonna have them on notice. Yeah.
He's seen enough, I think.
Yeah, seems like they'll leave it there.
FNATIC can drop a gun from Nikidos over to either Roy or Mezzi, and then one of them can operate with a Fanas from Fasher or Crims here. So there should be no dramas as far as a FNATIC fight goes, but likely to see them take a timeout here. Keita not happy with proceedings. And this was the opener, right? So Maroons here. Roy taking a risk to hold on to some ramp control, and Crucial making it look like he can see what we can see.
Well, that frag won the round. Volt. And you know, Messi was making all those steps. He was deliberately making noise on construction. Didn't seem to phase Volt at all. Still just accelerated up, found that gap between the elevator rotation. And yeah, completely isolated the site. So Keita on the mic. The first of their 4 timeouts, reminding that Overpass, they managed to burn through all 4 of them in just 1/2 of play. And Into the Breach, that potent momentum it seems to be continued over on our 3rd map here. I mean, to make absolute history. What you said, the first UK course ever.
Only UK core at a CSGO major.
Yeah, showing up.
Right, that one on the ground.
That's one. That's one. To do it upon your first major and get to the top 8. I mean, FNATIC know how that feels.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. For Fasher and Messi, last time round in Rio, they were able to make it all the way.
And now, a return to the playoffs hinges on this bout right here on Vertigo.
He's doing a lot of talking right now.
I think he knows. I mean,
well,
no way.
This smoke can have 2 variations. Either one is a one-way, and that was what was currently at play from Roy there. The redeploy will not have that same gap, and you can see the other fades. Knows the gap.
Great find. Cypher wants it. Bloodlusting into the AWP. The equalizer can't get the second. Good work from Roy. He'll hold on for FNATIC. It's Crucial. Misses his shot. That's a miss that he's not going to be punished for. Every time, I swear, Crucial misses the shot. Ralen's right there to hold on.
Mezzi's pushed here, so he's locked the door on this. There's no way back. It will have to be the A finish.
This is a weird one now. So you got Volt taking bomb short side. Smoke's already up on the left side, and you got to get past Fasher.
Viděl bych to na smoke elevator možná.
Say that as more is found, Ralen will be able to isolate the headshot box or force them out. Distraction. And that's the flank from Mezzi coming through, but down goes Fasha. Down goes Fasha. Mezzi activating. They're not ready for this. Crucial, he saw him.
Ty piče.
Now down, and looks like it's another round into the breach. 11 rounds away from the well, hang on. Yeah, the playoffs. Yeah, okay, hang on. It didn't sound right.
No,
it didn't sound right.
And there's a reason it doesn't sound right. Like this, what is happening right in front of everybody's eyes is shell-shocking to the Counter-Strike worlds here.
The playoffs are the major.
Now you got to reel it in, and so do they. This is still going to be a tough game to close here, but they are running with that momentum from Overpass. And look at the hype. FNATIC couldn't be quieter now, but what are you going to celebrate? You're not winning anything. They get a couple of kills, but that's all it is. And we knew getting to Vertigo was going to be a map.
To je absolutely insane, kámo. Že into the bridge se prostě dostanou do playoff možná, ty kokot, to je insane.
Inferno is probably where they had to get the business done. And these are two more of FNATIC's maps where they find comfort.
Good for them, ale good for them.
They are being tested right here, right now. As they will be down to just another limp-in with some upgraded pistols, some Kevlar behind it, a few smokes.
They lost to one of these.
No, they're being a little bit slower and more diligent about it right now. They were a little bit more aggressive and over the boost. Peppered down, and Roy, he strikes, but he's stuck.
Proč vyběhl?
Roy will be dealt with.
Vyběhl na flash, no, ale dostal je full flashy. Vyběhl moc early, podle mě. Ale podle mě se mohl smoknout doprava. Nebo nějak tak a prostě žít co nejdýl. Byl by lepší. Co je tohle za deagle, kámo, skin, WTF? Co to je za deagle skin, jsem v životě neviděl, ukaž mi to. Kýrov jsi to měl, že? Inventory.
Alright, well this is already quite the commanding lead in the early stages. If they deal with this gun round again from FNATIC, who knows how many rounds on the T side into the bridge could be getting here. There's really been no resistance. The gun rounds of FNATIC have not been able to stop them whatsoever. And the fact that you have Cypher just off this leash, able to take the ramp control, able to surge
nevím, co to bylo za deagle, tyhle, neviděl jsem ho nikdy, asi.
Trades over towards that ramp is going great guns, but Keita will take another timeout, and it just feels like he is running through these. I don't know if he's not happy with what he's seeing out of the way they're approaching the game from the macro standpoint, if it's some of the individual decisions. The thing is, he's not directing it towards anybody. It's more of a conference with Mezzi there. But this isn't necessarily a hype team. This isn't a team that you see getting too jazzed up. Maybe in a close game against G2 when it goes 3 maps. Right. But that wasn't the game to get you to the playoffs. This one is. And when you wake up today and you know you're going against Into the Breach, that right there, most upper echelon teams would look at that as a luxury. Well, right now, I don't think it feels that way.
Yeah, FNATIC, bested by Monty and Gamer Legion previously.
2 teams in the playoffs. This could be 3.
Good grief. What an adventure this Legend stage has been.
They are changing their T-side approach up right now, so it's not going to be the same A pressure. It's over towards B. They want to try and grab that lobby control, and early smokes have been bled out from FNATIC on that side of the map.
Yeah, but this is more of like a B lead. Oh! Cops a heavy one. Crim's over there and already successful with some damage. Nikidos desperate to catch that walk up. Cypher's got some good restraint on him. What's that one? Quick to the trade is Nikados, but Roy does go down, so one of the flames extinguished, the other ablaze. Confirmation of the AWP presence was still ramp. Flash forces the shot.
Mezzi's so forward here.
Wait, Roland's going to do the glitch molly.
It's just a fake.
Nabastuje to povolení, hej, tenhle mlík. Okay. Já to určitě podporu, ale ten mlík byl toho povolený, že? Ne, myslím, že jako, že to není nic úplně tak, nebo jako. Myslím si, že je to prostě součást hry, víš jak.
They have to save it.
A seventh
They're in.
round is being
Myslím si, že to sedí.
Some of these entries, well, they're not even entries.
Takže vím, že v nějakém turnaji to bylo zakázaný, ten molík. Nevím, kde
Just
teďka.
that hard clear onto that wood player of Mezzi again, and they're into the site. FNATIC don't have any positional advantage. They're smoked off. They throw out some jarring utility, but into the breach have the number advantage. They take the time, they get the bomb down, and now they get 7. FNATIC can't risk going for a round like this, and it looked like they had so much ramp control at the start of the round. It was Cypher again. He gets 1 kill, goes down. Rowland goes, throws out a smoke, forces Nikodos back. They lose all of that A information. Mezzi gets stranded. It's just that 1 kill. Again, highlighting Volt, who started this series in a really rough spot. Him and Rowland over there on Inferno. They were missing. They could have been the missing piece for Into the Breach, but now they're here, and here is where it matters.
Yeah, precisely. Exactly. When you look at Volt across Inferno, when Overpass, he finds himself towards the lower end of the table. But right now,
7-1.
7-1.
The new gen on a new map. This is the thing, right? A lot of people, they don't love watching the Vertigo here, but these kids, they love it. It's a map that you can get around these smokes. It's more fun to play than it is to watch. I think you'll hear from a lot of them.
Yeah, well, they're definitely having fun. I couldn't say the same for FNATIC right now. They do need something more to work with. We've already seen 14-1. And they're looking for a whole lot more. Roy, that's a big one. Get Cypher out of the equation immediately. A dream. There's no response available as Roy just throws caution to the wind. He goes peppering through, spamming smokes, repositioning. And things might calm down for a moment. Crucial trying to find a way in. We know he's got those wall backs in him. Looking for more is Roy. Thomas down in the dumps and more.
There we go.
That's what you were hoping to see.
And confidence there as well. We'll extinguish their molly, we'll take the fight, we'll stall them out and continue to repeak. So finally some of that individual brilliance from FNATIC being put on display here. Volt and Rowland will be looking for damage. There is money for a buy into the next, so even though it is a 2-on-5 situation, their job is not done. Such an aggressive push from Crims here means
FNATIC by se hodilo žít v 5 a vyhrát tohle kolem. Jak pro money boost, tak confidence boost. Nějakou naději.
FNATIC are finding themselves here. Smoke a flash.
Kousek.
Good reactive util. Limits their options.
You get a HE on Rowland towards headshot, and that's a kill onto Roy.
It could work out nicely. You've got to get past Nikodos short. There's the nade.
Okay, odrým, ale nevíš, že tam je.
Fashion next up. Get it down. That's nice. A plant. Okay, that's all they'll get.
Okay,
But it is
okay.
extra funds. And so the fun can continue for Into the Breach as FNATIC will.
Snad se FNATIC bounceou zpět na tohle. Tohle to může být alright polovina, pokud mají FNATIC good tečka, což nevím.
While he is trying to dodge the white screen, just goes down to Roy. A fantastic opener for him and Nikodos combine the Copenhagen Flames component of this FNATIC roster. Making their money over towards ramp to get the second round for FNATIC now. Has to be a whole lot more of that. Consecutive rounds necessary.
Bit of a different look to this one. I say that as a lot of the similar utility is. We're up and about. Good damage. He wants the dunk. Doesn't want to burn for it. Yeah.
Might get away now. Oh, he's hanging around Sandbag. All right. Button for punishment there as he drops out the ramp Sandbag one-way smoke. So still really vying for this control. Cypher took 70 points of damage there as well, but still a lot of utility retained here for Into the Breach. A lot of this is about are we going or are we not, and this back and forth block utility means that FNATIC are only left with a couple of smokes and a couple of flashes and a minute 10 to defend.
Yeah, will we, won't we? One of the ways you can get that smoke under the boards.
Yeah, well, Nikodos has been stubborn with peeking the ramp, and it looks like they are worried about that right now. So if they drop this and then clear, that's very telling to FNATIC what's on the other side. A jump spot, doesn't see anything. Now they can come through. Treat that as their passage up towards A. Fascia mid, Crims, Mezzi B. It is just Nikodos and Roy here, and they will get executed upon.
Jeden jediný smoke.
Forces some
Okay.
uncomfortable angles, and you can see that FNATIC have called for the cavalry. Spotted over the
sakuje.
side. He gets as well now. Over. Good onto Fasha. He's got one. Limited FNATIC. They spam the smoke, but that ball comes down.
Jako tam.
Body through the smoke. And into the breach should be set for collection. Active Messi and Chris can't disrupt. They've got a frag each so far. Crucial on the sandbags. A prime position.
By nebyl, ale těžce by nebyl. Jakože těžká situace pro FNATIC tady, ta 2-2.
It would go a long way. Instead, Crucial allowed to hold the line. Spotted out. Forced away. Time is of the essence for this retake. Jumping up into the scope, and Crucial knows where the last is. Nice try, good shot. Crims will have to turn tail.
Když už si hodili ten smoke tady, tak měli prostě oba dva zůstat v té kapě. A mít hlavně tady tu kapu, ten kontrol prostě. Neměl tady skákat po těch boxech ten týpek, nevím, který to po teďkách týpnul tam. Měli prostě držet tu kapu za každou cenu a nechat zbytek týmy to prostě fightit tu once. To byla chybička podle mě individuální tam.
Understanding, and right now Into the Breach are playing like a team. Their individuals are stepping up when accounted for, but the question is the question is for FNATIC, how do you stop this? Woo. Oh, he's having fun now, yeah.
Open him up.
I'm sorry for talking over you there, Cypher. I wanted to hear all of that, mate.
Well, very, very sick. He's happy with what Crucial's been laying down.
Timeout number 3.
Happening.
Are they going to literally burn what would be 8 timeouts in the first halves of the last 2 maps?
Yeah, it might be. I mean, and that's credit
it's
to
the most telling sign.
It is.
If the coach is sitting there timeout, because you need the rounds. You know that you need to get your team into these rounds, but it's just not happening. As Into the Breach, I like this. Off the back of the FNATIC chit-chat, the conference with Keita, the Brain Trust, they made a choice. FNATIC knew how they were going to open this round. Nikodas has a good ramp swarm. Maybe they wanted to go aggressive. Juve right now on the mic. He's taking this extra 30 seconds. Hey, boys, let's consider our next options. We can break them. We've got them right where we want them. They're on the ropes. We have all the momentum. We are running away with this. And the problem is, if this game gets close, that's where the nerves for Into the Breach are going to build. But if they can steamroll, if they can hold this momentum, it doesn't start to creep in because it's just going round after round after round. But as soon as there's resistance, that's where the mental will get tested.
Yeah, right now you're right. In terms of Into the Breach, you don't have to start overthinking it when you're just bulldozing.
Exactly. You don't even have to question the way you're approaching the map. One of the rounds you lost was just a pistol.
Right.
And then the gun round you lost, you win immediately back in. The Juve making them at least consider what their next options are. This might be a genius timeout here as the B flurry has exchanged. Grenade down.
Oh, somehow getting away, and Thomas was going wide up the stairs. This already has a different flavor all over the shop. Molly, exchange, it's Crims with a headshot. Thomas down early.
Yeah, it felt like it was to the rescue there, didn't it? Rallen was low, so he put his body on the line. Now, if they do want to return to A, Cypher has been doing a good job of communicating what's been going on. You see his mouth, motor mouth right here. Not loving those in-ears. Another little adjust before they do get underway. Messi and Crims continuing to stay active over towards B. From the ladder room. Oh. Yeah, the molly, it just flushes Nikodas further back. He knows he has to fight. He takes down Cypher, and the other three are going to ping-pong across the map. So the pendulum swings, and FNATIC looking good for their third now.
No, the middle ještě.
Back up towards middle here, I think.
Yeah, this one less than ideal.
Say well too long. Okay.
I see what we're doing. We're starting to fortify for a save right here. Everybody walking down towards spawn. Crucial's up to cover off that A push. All up towards middle, and I think Rallen will deal with B. So, Messi.
Jako nehantil bych tady asi úplně mezi. A on nehantil, on si všechno.
Here you go. Bang. Yeah, there you go. Confirmed.
Odchycen.
Well, I found them, boys.
Yeah, I know exactly where they are.
I don't really fancy going into that, though.
It's interesting that FNATIC haven't started to go like all in towards A ramp, considering how difficult some of the rounds have been over there. They're still starting with the 2-1-2. It means that Messi and Crims can really send them away from that B lobby, which we saw in this round, and we've seen it in previous rounds. They're happy to have more exchanges. If you're the B defender solo, a lot of teams would traditionally run a 1-1-3. That's 3 players over towards A. One guy might set up those A players, then focus mid, and then one guy B, and that B player is often left in a lot of retake scenarios. Or if you do get lurk smoked out, flashed off, you have to drop back, you have to respect it. But by having 2 there, it means that you're more confident taking fights exactly like that. A great shot from Crims, and A solid one here from Nikodos as well to draw them a 2-man advantage in round 11, but round 12, so the timeout, off the back of FNATIC's timeout, did not profit for Into the Breach.
Going for the usual shopping list off the rip. Cypher, he's got his flowchart set up, his flight path lined out. Crucial to provide the overwatch from that crane or onto that crane position.
Just to build on the conversation we were just having, they just started 3B. Mezzy pushed all the way down to the stairs, mollied out of position, copped a bit of a nade, and down to 50. So Rowland has communicated at least a heavy stance towards B.
Well, Cypher, he could have trouble with Nikodos' re-aggressive.
Ooh, hodně smolný miss.
He catches Roy. I'd assume the knee jerk trade, but Nikodos doesn't hit it. Into the duffel bag.
They can pause right now, right? They have a lot of time on the clock. This smoke over towards B will start to fade and Rowland can push, but Nikodos, speaking of push, has taken back an awful lot of space here.
Good jump away. Doesn't want to concede any advantage after finding that gift.
Jako to je jedna z hodně náhodou věcí v CSku ještě. A to jsou některé ty T-čkový modely. A celkové ty modely. Protože tady tyhle specifické T-čkový modely na Vertigu mají ty zasraný tašky na hlavě, kámo. A ty prostě nemají hitbox, kámo, celý.
Rounds in B. They can drop back.
Oh
they
my
can
God.
drop back right now. Crucial that
It's gonna be a
back
race.
into power position. They need to get this plant back. Crucial can kill them all.
Okay, hold on. He's keeping boots planted. The bomb, it's going to make it in time. Crucial, he just has to survive. They're looking for him. He's even ready for it. Nikodos about to walk into the scope and another for Crucial. This is something special as a ninth comes through. And Mezzy, yeah, you found the bomb.
Into the Breach absolutně demolujou, kámo, fakt.
Considering the trade, Brown will turn, traded by Volt, and sent 52 floors down as the 9th round comes through into the Breach. They are leaving their mark on Vertigo.
That is a sick round right there, and you see what it's done to Crims. This is the most experienced member of the
Poslední
server right now.
taktická,
Two-time
ty
major
vole.
champ. First major, last major, right now up against the Russians, the British. I didn't think you'd be feeling the wrath of this today. But this is miraculous Counter-Strike here. You love to see it. The final timeout forced. All 4 again in the first half of play. And I said Crucial can kill them all. Well, he almost did. Just getting to play around the power position on A while the bomb's planted on B. An Orpa's dream. Take those fights. It doesn't even matter. And they are in the dumps. Putting them in the bin. And they are getting fired up now.
Into the bin.
So close to achieving Counter-Strike history.
Yeah, and that's not hyperbole. This is never before seen.
I'm gonna go back to the glory days. Like honestly, you go back to 1.6. You had like the Dignitas guys, right? No, 4 Kings. Sorry, like let me get the order corrected. But the 4 Kings, early days of UK Counter Strike, had like the Magic Capras and stuff, and then you move into Source. That's where UK was actually a contender. You know, you had your Birmingham Salvos. They won a championship gaming series, right? So your Rattlesnakes, your Pete's, like these are the guys. But this is back in my day. This is back in 2008, 2009. We're talking over a decade ago.
Time, UKCS was just seen as hobbyists.
It's just guys arguing at a LAN where you guys go to get drunk. Like, you know, it wasn't taken seriously because it felt like the players didn't. But it feels like now finally a core who have got their act together. They're young. They're hungry.
They pulled up their socks in a very big way and now blowing FNATIC's off. Oh, if Roy does that one more time, the pre-aims are good. And he loses his head. Oh, another one. Nikodos in trouble. He's got too much to handle. A double out of Cypher and 10 imminent.
These guys are cooked right now.
To nic, no, to asi konec, jako. Tady, jako, no, nevím.
They got none.
Oh dear.
FNATIC got nothing.
Oh my.
They are stumped. Mezzy might want to defect.
Yeah, right. He's going to be hitting him up in the DMs. Yo, boys, room for a 6th.
This is just, there's a spanking right now. This is an absolute hiding. These 2 back-to-back maps. Don't even look at the second half of Overpass. It doesn't matter. It was a 14-1 first half on Overpass. FNATIC's pick. They did the hard work on Inferno. That's a map that they've been struggling on. A map that they took G2 to overtime on yesterday. Couldn't get across the line. Into the breach, think it's the weakness. They pick in as Mezzy. Doing his best right now to hold on to this rifle. They need everything they can get here from that area.
He does well enough to maintain. He's earned the honor of keeping hold of his rifle, but I mean, that's bittersweet. Yeah, congratulations. You get the M4 into the next. Your teammates are operating at about 3K. And your opponents have got, well, oodles of cash to spare. And a 10th round on the board. What a great sequence into the A site here. Ready for the boost, ready for it all. Cypher is in the zone right now.
This is the thing. Right now, they're not awake. Into the Breach is just playing. This is the flow state, right? They've entered this as a team. They are riding this emotion, this adrenaline, and Crimson.
One, at least another.
Big trade.
He's ready. And there's more. More in the feed. Nikados down. It's up to Roy. And it's a great shot. Maybe he can get a rifle. Maybe there's something to be said about this one, but Thomas doesn't seem to think so through the smoke.
To je konec, no, asi pro FNATIC tohle, pomalej si. To je... Fakt mi chceš povědět, že Into the Breach to dokážou, kámo. Postoupit, to je insane.
They also beat FaZe in a best of one. They beat ENTS on this very map. Right? These are big names in World Counter-Strike.
Like if their path to the top 8 is FaZe, ENTS, and FNATIC,
you can't question that.
I challenge you to question that. In this best of 3, all 3 maps, and Fash is dead again. 11, as Juve has to contain himself, has to be realistic that this is not done. The battle is not won, but what you have right now is trending in that direction.
This halftime break is going to be a real telling moment, because they need to keep focused for about 2 minutes, right? And that's where the brain will start to wander, especially with a scoreline like this.
You're right.
Even if you're playing a pug and you're winning the half of Vertigo 12 to, you feel you've won it. Yeah. But these are professional Counter-Strike teams. I know that Vertigo can have some variance to lean T-side, but not this much, not what could be a 12-3 scoreline. FNATIC have to salvage something here. They've got the guns out to do so. They need to stall out Cypher. You can't keep having this space on ramp. A statement needs to be made. They change things up. Fasha here to help them fight.
Good catch. Fasha does deliver, and it's Roy as well. That's the ramp shutdown you need. FNATIC's rounds have come when this is how the rounds begin, but Crucial, he's the one to step up in the aggressive play. That's ridiculous. He's gotten away with murder. In cold blood, Crucial pulls him right back into the 3-on-3.
They finally started 3A fighting a little bit more, right? Fasha was there with the
pouštěj moc rychle tu rampu, se mi zdá.
And nobody's ready for the short walk.
Ne, FNATIC málo fightili tu rampu, podle mě. A strašně moc ji pouštěli, jo, kámo.
Just go and execute. You have exactly what you pointed out. If you have this much utility and this much time in the round, all you do is go A, execute. Left, right smokes, molly headshot, right? And then you're in. All you need to do is clear out close short. And because they have a molly on everybody, they can molly close short. Whack the one off the beam, flashes a player out, gives him a choice, fight or flight. Smoke left, right, headshot, bang, you're in. Perfect right now. The U2 is bang on. Those are the 2 key positions you have to clear. Now here comes the smokes. The headshot molly for Volt available here as well.
God, it's perfect! You got one made, sure. It was stopped at one point, though it won't tell a lie. It was someone else. Volt down. And can Mezzi give something for FNATIC to work with? A 4th would go a long way in the grand scheme, as this is the only map FNATIC have to battle for the playoffs, and only 3 rounds to both. It's Mezzi in the clutch, a 1-on-1. He's holding it. Crucial, the AWPer. He needs to finish. Oh! He does it in time. 12 into the breach. Looking to make Britain proud, as they just need a strong start in the next half of play.
No nic, kámo, tak to je insane. Hele, já ale musím mizet, hej. Dám si to asi na druhý monitor, ale koukám to, ale já teďka musím mizet, protože team stav, takže díky, že jste koukali, možná asi to zapnu po dnešní SF9, možná nějak nebo tak něco, 9:50, něco takového, dáme Facey, takže zatím se mějte.